Hi, this is my very first YouTube video. My name is Stephanie. I am the owner and curator of Gallery Blue Boutique. So I just came back from market, the apparel market, pre-spring, I believe. And my video today is about the fact that I decided to relaunch my boutique in the middle of a pandemic. So I started my boutique 2019, and I was for sure about it. Let me say that. And so I went in thinking, oh, this is going to be great. I know what I'm going to do. And so I took some money. Where did I get that money from? It was some free money. It was some free money from something. Can't think of what it was. And with that free money, I brought inventory. And I brought this black high gloss skinny mannequin. And I started putting all my clothes on there, knowing good and well that my clientele is maybe a size 10 and up, but I got this little skinny mannequin and I put the clothes on and I put my wigs on her. I put my handbags. Like, I really tried to jazz her. I was like, yeah, this is going to pop. People are going to love this stuff. Baby crickets. I started a page. I posted on Instagram. I didn't get no likes. And so I became discouraged. And I was like, okay, F it. I ain't doing it no more. I got a full-time job. I don't need to do this. And I stopped doing it. And so fast forward maybe like 6 months later, some girlfriends came over. I had like a girls' night or something we were doing. And they'd be like, girl, what kind of clothes you got? Because they remembered that I sold clothes even though I hadn't sold anything. And I was like, oh, hold on. And I had to run upstairs and go in the closet and dust off all these boxes of inventory. And they were like, oh, girl. And so they shopping. And I'm like, okay. And I think I made like $400 that night just with my girlfriends. And I was like, okay, girl, okay. You can do this. You just need to do it right and quit half-assing. Don't know if you can curse on YouTube because I curse like a sailor. So I'm going to watch what I say. So I decided to stop half-assing, if I can't cuss, and take it for real and do what you got to do. So the next time, pandemic, I was one of the recipients of the grant. So they gave me that $1,000, even though it was supposed to be $10,000. You guys gave me $1,000. Thank you, Jesus. It was something. And so I took that $1,000 and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy some more inventory and I'm gonna try this differently. So I researched on YouTube and I was watching all these different women on YouTube speaking about how they started their boutique and the things that they needed to do. And I said, okay, try it out again. So one of the big things was setting up, getting everyone anticipating your launch. So I did that and I was doing stuff, still pretty much crickets, wasn't nobody buying. And on Facebook, I got a lot of people on Facebook, but yeah, anyway. So I'm marketing on Facebook and I'm marketing on Instagram and I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm really putting in the work this time. This is going to work. And so I decided not to put on the mannequin. I don't like taking pictures. I don't even like doing this video, and I'm not sure if this is going to actually make it. If it makes it to YouTube, woo, because I don't want to do this. But I figured maybe I can be an inspiration to help somebody else out. So I finally do my launch. After doing all my research, I did my launch. And I felt like I was like booming. Like the first 2 weeks, I'd made like $1,000. I was like, okay, you're doing something right. So I'm thinking like, all my hard work and my research and all my stuff paid off. This is it. Psych your mind. So I think a lot of people were anticipating and supporting me initially. And I appreciate that because I feel like, oh, this is going to be every month. I'm about to ball. And I kept putting in the same effort. The pandemic became a little worse. I think I launched September 2020, like right during the freaking pandemic. where people don't lost their jobs and all this stuff is on it. And I'm like, what was you thinking? But I figured, you know what? I'm at home working now. Let me get a side hustle and just pray to God that it works out. So I did it. And then even after that initial $1,000 first couple of weeks, I think each subsequent month it went down and it declined and it declined. And I was still doing all the work, posting and reaching out to people and all of the above. I actually started researching strategies too to help, And then what I noticed was that a lot of the bigger boutiques that I would shop from in the past, they were using some of the same techniques that I was using to try and, build an audience and grab an audience and drive sales. So in my mind, I was like, okay, well, if they doing the same thing and they ain't been doing this, they may be struggling a bit too. So then I wasn't beating myself up so bad. I know they probably still making hand over fist, but the way I looked at it is that I'm just starting out. I do have a full-time job, thank God, and that my life isn't solely dependent on me selling these clothes right now. So this was the time for me to start building my audience and reaching my target market. So later in the future, when hopefully things turn back around, I'll already have my tribe, my blue boos. So I took that with a grain of salt, and I don't beat myself up, and I don't get as discouraged as I thought, because I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know. But listen, I'm posting, talking to nobody a lot of times, and it don't matter. I'm gonna keep doing it because I pray that when this is over, everything will be okay. So for those that may have started and feel discouraged and feel like they're not getting sales, don't be discouraged, because I promise, I keep telling myself it's going to get greater later, and it's going to get greater later for you too. I also noticed too that I make more of my sales with during face-to-face or hand-to-hand transactions. So I have friends that will call and be like, what you got? And they'll come to my house and shop. Or they'll see something online and I'll meet up with them. And some women like to try things on, and I'm not mad at it. They want to try it on and then things of that sort. I've had stylists reach out to me from Instagram needing some things for clients. So I'm starting to build relationships that way. I initially was supposed to do an expo this past November, but they canceled it due to COVID, which we're still in. And they moved it to May. I felt like I would be able to really reach a lot of people at that trade show. And I had brought so much stuff. I was about to cuss. I had brought so much stuff for the trade show. And then they said, hey, the state of Georgia is getting more, critical with the rules and things of that sort. So we don't think we're going to do the trade show. And I'm like, oh my God. So now I got all this fall stuff. And, yeah, you're just going to have to go on sale, or you will be resold next year. So spring is coming up, and they moved it to spring, summer, and hopefully by then, if people that are comfortable getting the shot, if they get the shot and enough people get vaccinated, that we can still do the show. And hopefully I can continue to try to get my name out there. But this is just a little something for anybody that may be feeling some kind of way. Like, don't get discouraged. Keep doing what you do, boo. It's going to get greater later. Oh, and so I said my name was Stephanie, but I more so go by somebody's mama, because I'm somebody's mama. I have 3 young adults, and I started my boutique as soon as my last one graduated high school last year, because this is something I've always wanted to do. But being a single parent with 3 children, I just didn't have that to take that risk and just say, forget a regular job, I'm going to start. I got bills, and I needed medical insurance for these children. So I kept saying, I'm going to live my dream. I'm going to do my dream. I'm going to do my dream. And the minute my son graduated, May of 2020, that's why I was like, it's time to relaunch. Listen, you're on your own, player. Mama about to do her thing. And that's what I did. So somebody's mama. That's who I am. I'm somebody's mama to 3 young adults. My channel will talk about fashion, health, as far as getting old, because I'm getting older and I don't like it, and beauty, I'm the type of person, I'm always trying to figure out what to do with this hair. And it looks crazy right now. I'm going to get it together. You'll always see something different because I'm queen of wigs and braids and slick backs and crochet and whatever. And I do it myself. So I'll talk about that. And life, home decor. I'm an interior designer on the side as well. So got a lot of things about me. And I hope that you all find it interesting and that some of you can relate. So anyway, if you like this video and you want to go on the journey with me, hit the like or subscribe button. And thank you. Peace and blessings.